Republicans in North Carolina Senate released their fiscal year budget, and it includes a provision that is not centered around money at all.
CBS 17's Capitol reporter Emma Withrow explains how these Senate leaders say they want to add more checks and balances to the governor's power.
Republican leaders in the Senate included a provision in their budget proposal that limits the amount of power a governor in North Carolina can have during a state of emergency. Governor Cooper has issued over 100 executive orders since March of last year. The provision requires the governor to reach an agreement with the Council of State within 10 days of an executive order being enacted. If the Council of State and the governor agree the executive order is necessary, it would be in place for 45 days before expiring, unless legislators in the General Assembly vote to extend it. The Council of State's made up of senior executive officers, including the Lieutenant Governor, Attorney General, Secretary of State, and other elected officials. Some Democrats in the General Assembly feel this provision of the budget is a slap in the face to Governor Cooper, who they feel handled the pandemic very well.
Governor Cooper should get kudos for how well he has led our state through this as safely as possible. Instead, they want to strip his powers and make it all political. They know that by requiring that he have the approval of the Council of State for the first time ever in our history, that that's basically saying Republicans get to decide what to do in an emergency, even if the governor is a Democrat. And that's just not how things should work.
Republicans argue this provision will give more of a voice to the people of North Carolina by having more elected officials have a say in the process of executive orders. Emma Withrow, CBS 17.